Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse sets a major Marvel movie record ahead of its premiere and teases a heartbreaking betrayal. In the newest trailer for Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales' world has been rocked by a close confidant stabbing him in the back. Sony has been somewhat mysterious about Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse. It's a wise action on the studio's part, given that numerous superhero films and comic book-based TV shows reveal a lot in the trailers. At this point, it counts mystique to the trip of Miles Morales, who's already handling with enough pressure. Lovers of the film can't get enough of him, particularly after Into the Spider-Verse shocked the world, not just with its subtle narrative about despair but with imagination and graphic aesthetic. Of course, the icing on the patty came with Miles and Peter B. Parker working together to help protect the fabric of space and time. Sadly, as another Across the Spider-Verse trailer comes, a stunning disloyalty will put the two at odds, redefining how Miles regards Pete. Across the Spider-Verse trailer indicates that Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, directs the Spider Society with a firm hand. It's not that he's a baddie, but he doesn't see eye to eye with Miles when the trailer indicates that a casualty has to happen in Miles' world. And it's not something Miles can control, even if he has the standards to travel the multiverse to prevent it from happening. If the idea of death needs to happen, what was the point of ending his Uncle Aaron's story in Into the Spider-Verse? The concept of the Spider Society going up against Miles to ensure the moment of whatever is supposed to occur, all for the greater good, makes understanding villains. In comparison, Pete's disloyalty does unlock the door for Miles and Spider-Gwen to evolve even closer. She's an outsider like Miles and values his rebellious spirit. Recalling how she lost her Peter, who became the Lizard and perished in her reality. If she could have stopped it all, she would have. Therefore, Gwen may go against the authorities, raising the endearment and kinship of her connection with Miles. In this course, the perspective of the duo being soulmates and participating in true love rises even more, comprehending that, in an unfeeling universe, they are glimpsing out for per other. What causes it even more painful as Miguel and the strange spider people pursued Miles is that Peter B. also reveals he was in on the ruse. It reverses the franchise because while it's a falsehood of omission, it's a highly vibrant sword Pete inadvertently sets in such a youthful, open-minded kid. He didn't mean this to go south like this, but it destroyed Miles, who felt Pete wasn't just a mentor or companion but a brother instructing him regarding power and responsibility. Eventually, this shapes a more clashed yet fascinating narrative for Miles. Because while he may get disappointed with the concept of a family beyond his home, Gwen's there to compensate Pete and nudge Miles so he can count on others, putting her up to be a more sappy, reliable ally and somebody Miles won't be capable of living without. Not to note, partnering up says more about identity, originality, and counterculture than just being part of more significant action and following orders. Across the Spider-Verse does an excellent job of hiding what is happening between Miles, Peter, and the rest of the Spider community and giving the audience, like myself, speculation on what is happening. While the movie might not be far off, the highly anticipated film is already smashing Marvel records gratitude to an exceptionally prosperous trailer. Mentioned by Deadline, the second trailer for Across the Spider-Verse collected 148.6 million views within a day, evolving into the second most viewed trailer for a Marvel movie within 24 hours. It's Digit's best trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which garnered 116.9 million views, and The Flash, with 81.6 million views in their first 24 hours. The trailer appeared on April 4th and showed masses of unique Spider-Man variants across the self-named Spider-Verse, including the first official glimpse at Spider-Punk, Spider-Bite, Mayday Parker, Ben Reilly, and a lot more. In addition, the trailer mentions more knowledgeable versions of Spider-Man, including the Marvel Cinematic Universe's interpretation, played by actor Tom Holland. It tracked whispers and different statements telling Holland could be involved in Across the Spider-Verse, with one scooper saying Miles Morales would meet a live-action dimension where he would meet Tom Holland's Spidey. Thus far, No official verification about Holland's possible involvement has been confirmed. But that is just the tip of the iceberg, as the Spider-Verse sequel is also bound to present one of the new variants coming to the film, Spider-Man India, voiced by Deadpool star Karan Soni. This variant has emerged in official pictures, but more is needed to learn about the character or how much of a position this interpretation will play in Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen's adventure across the multiverse. Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse co-writer and producer Phil Lord once teased audiences with what they could anticipate, ensuring the forthcoming movie offers a more lavish tale than its ahead-of-the-game precursor. The things that we're doing in this new Spider-Verse movie are breaking the pipelines all over again. But everyone's excited about it and not just terrified. It's definitely more insane. We finally made some people nervous. I feel like we've done our job. Moreover, senior character animator Air Santos once described his shock at the undertaking they were making. Some of the choices characters were making in the story were like, "What? Okay, alright. This is a kids movie? I guess it's not a kids movie. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. So it's very, super exciting to me," he clarified. Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse is planned to swing into theaters on June 2nd. So that's about it for now. Thank you for listening. Until next time, venture onward.